Have you ever stopped to ponder the state of our world today? In this fast-paced epoch of technology and innovation, it's easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life and overlook the larger picture. The world we inhabit is in a state of constant flux, shaped and reshaped by the collective actions of its inhabitants. But what is the state of our world today? The beautiful blue planet we call home is teetering on the brink of significant environmental change. Our world is suffused with a multitude of issues, each more pressing than the last. Climate change, deforestation, pollution, loss of biodiversity, and resource depletion. These are not just words or mere headlines, but stark realities that we grapple with every day. Our once lush forests are steadily transforming into barren lands. The air we breathe is thick with pollutants, and the seas are awash with plastic waste. Each year, countless species fall victim to extinction, their absence echoing in the silent corners of our world. But the most disconcerting part of it all? These problems are largely of our own making. The impact of human activities on the environment is profound and far-reaching. Our relentless pursuit of progress and development has led us to exploit our planet's resources with little regard for the consequences. Environmental destruction has become a serious concern, not just for environmentalists and scientists, but for every single one of us. It's an issue that transcends borders and cultures, affecting every facet of our lives, from the air we breathe to the food we eat. But why should we care? Because the state of our world today is a reflection of our actions and choices. It's a testament to our disregard for nature and our failure to live in harmony with our environment. And let's not delude ourselves. The consequences of our actions are more severe than many of us realize. We are not just altering our world, we are destabilizing it, setting the stage for a future that is unpredictable and fraught with challenges. The consequences of our actions are more severe than many of us realize. To truly grasp the gravity of the situation, let's delve into some alarming facts and figures. Our planet is under siege, and the numbers are there to prove it. Let's start with deforestation. Every single minute, we lose a forest area equivalent to 50 soccer fields. That's around 78 million acres of forest land every year, an area larger than the entire country of Poland. Now, let's talk about species extinction. The rate at which species are disappearing is between 1,000 to 10,000 times higher than the natural extinction rate. This means we're losing somewhere between 200 to 2,000 species every single year. To put it into perspective, this is akin to having a permanent dinosaur-level extinction event every century. Next, we have pollution. Our oceans, a life source for countless species, have become a dumping ground. Around 8 million metric tons of plastic end up in our oceans every year. That's the same weight as 90,000 blue whales, the largest animal on the planet. And then there's climate change. Over the past century, the planet's average temperature has risen by just over 1 degree Celsius. While this might not seem much, this incremental rise is causing devastating impacts. From melting ice caps to extreme weather events, the signs are everywhere. In fact, 18 of the 19 warmest years on record have all occurred since the start of this century. Now, for a sobering fact about human contribution. It's estimated that we have caused more than 90% of the current rate of species extinction due to our activities, primarily habitat destruction and climate change. These numbers are not just figures, they represent the reality of our world's environmental crisis. Our actions have a ripple effect, causing destruction that goes far beyond what we see. It's not just about saving the planet, it's about preserving our home for future generations. It's about ensuring a future where all life can thrive. So let's not forget, we are not just bystanders. We are active participants, and it's high time we acted responsibly. It is crucial to understand that human actions are the primary drivers of these changes. Each day, as we go about our lives, we may not realize the sheer magnitude of our impact on the world around us. But the reality is, our actions as a collective have far-reaching effects on the environment. Let's talk about industrialization. The rise of industries and factories has brought about unprecedented advancements in technology and economy. However, these developments have come at a significant cost. The relentless burning of fossil fuels for energy has led to a surge in greenhouse gas emissions, exacerbating the issue of global warming. Then there's deforestation. Forests, the lungs of our planet, are being cut down at an alarming rate to make way for agriculture, logging, and urbanization. This not only disrupts the balance of carbon dioxide and oxygen in our atmosphere, but also results in the loss of habitat for countless species, pushing them towards extinction. We also need to consider overconsumption. In our pursuit of material wealth, we are consuming resources at a rate that is simply unsustainable. We are depleting our planet's natural resources faster than they can regenerate, leading to severe environmental degradation. And let's not forget about waste generation. Every year, billions of tons of waste are produced worldwide, much of which ends up in landfills or in the ocean. This waste not only pollutes our environment, but also poses a serious threat to marine life and biodiversity. So you see, our actions are not without consequences. Our daily choices, from the products we buy to the energy we use, have a ripple effect on the world around us. And the impact of these choices is far-reaching, affecting not just the environment, but also the countless species that inhabit it, including us. The impact of our actions on the planet is profound and far-reaching. What happens if we continue on this destructive path? Imagine a world where the vibrant, colorful tapestry of life is replaced by a monotonous, barren landscape. This could be our reality if we don't change our ways. Our continued environmental destruction could lead to a catastrophic loss of biodiversity. Species, once abundant, may disappear, never to be seen again. Each creature plays a unique role in our ecosystem, and their loss could trigger a domino effect, destabilizing the delicate balance of nature. But the consequences don't stop there. As we continue to pump greenhouse gases into our atmosphere, we're stoking the fires of climate change, a monster of our own creation. Temperatures across the globe are on the rise, ice caps are melting at an alarming rate, and sea levels are steadily climbing. Our world as we know it is changing, and not for the better. With climate change comes a surge in natural disasters. Storms are growing more severe, floods more devastating, and droughts more prolonged. The very ground beneath our feet is becoming less stable, with landslides and sinkholes becoming increasingly common. These events not only cause widespread destruction but also claim countless lives each year. And let's not forget the direct threats to human health and survival. As our environment degrades, so does our access to clean air, fresh water, and nutritious food. Diseases once kept at bay could see a resurgence, and new ones may emerge as we come into contact with pathogens released from melting permafrost or deforested lands. To continue on this path is to gamble with the very existence of life on Earth. We're playing Russian roulette with a loaded gun, and the stakes couldn't be higher. Every action we take, every decision we make, has a ripple effect that touches all corners of our planet. Our future hangs in the balance, and the time to act is now. So, what can we do to change the course? It's a question that's vital to our survival and the health of our planet. While the situation may seem daunting, there are ways we can all contribute to the solution. Let's start with sustainable practices. These are actions that help us meet our current needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own. This might mean choosing renewable energy sources like solar or wind power over fossil fuels. Or it could mean supporting businesses that prioritize sustainability in their operations. Next, consider conservation efforts. This involves protecting natural resources and ecosystems to prevent their depletion or destruction. It might look like planting trees to combat deforestation or campaigning for the protection of endangered species. Then there are policy changes. Governments worldwide have the power to enact laws and regulations that protect our environment. This could involve policies to reduce carbon emissions or legislation to protect biodiversity. By voting, we can influence these decisions and support leaders who prioritize the environment. Lastly, let's not forget about individual actions. Every person on this planet has a role to play. Whether it's recycling, reducing waste, or using less water, every little bit helps. Even the choices we make in our daily lives, like what we eat, what we buy, and how we travel, can have a big impact. But it's not just about what we can do as individuals, it's about what we can do together. By joining local community groups or global movements, we can amplify our voices, pool our resources, and make a greater impact. Remember, this isn't just about preserving nature for its own sake. It's about ensuring a sustainable future for ourselves, our children, and the generations to come. And so we come back to our initial question: what can we do to change the course? The answer lies within each of us. It's about making conscious choices, taking action, and inspiring others to do the same. The health of our planet depends on each of us. Together we can make a difference.